Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video we're going to change my nails and I'm going to take you along with me. At this point I have no idea what I am going to do, but it's tax season and I need to do my taxes, so I need to shorten my nails because doing your taxes is stressful enough, let alone not being able to type on a keyboard. So we're going to do something a little bit shorter and something fun for spring. So because I've only had these nails on for about a week, I'm just taking the color off. I'm not taking down any product at this point, and I'm going to shorten this with my Gelix bit, I think this is from Erica's, and I'm just taking the color off and shortening. I'm not going to do a fill. I don't need to, because I'm sure in a week I will be wanting long nails again. So with this bit, I'm going to do as much shaping as possible, and I am taking down just a little bit because as you can see it is a little bit thicker than it needs to be at the free edge. Because these are shorter, that's probably the only part of the product that I am debulking, but I still don't need to do a fill or a rebalance because yeah, I just did these nails and I quite like them. And plus doing a French on yourself on your right hand, that's a lot of work. So I was sad to see these go because I quite like them. Next, I'm going to push the proximal nail fold back and just do a little bit of cuticle work. I don't need to do a lot. I'm using the Erica's Cuticle sciver bit. This is probably for me is like a 2-in-1. I only have to use this bit to kind of get rid of any cuticle that's on my nail plate and push the proximal nail fold back all at once. Now I'm going to do some finish filing and reshaping with my file. I'm using a 180 grit on both sides. This is a new file I'm trying out. It's the one where you peel and stick the file onto a metal middle piece, and I did get this off of Temu and I really like these. I got a 100 grit and a 180 grit and I quite like this. The only thing that's different is that this file is heavier than the magic gel files I was using, so I'm just testing them out to see if I like them, to see if the weight will hurt my wrist at all, but so far I am quite liking these files. So technically we should be getting rid of our files after each use and not keeping them stored away for the next time the client comes. I have a hard time, my clients, I don't do a whole lot of filing with a nail file. So if I'm using a $2 file, which is quite expensive, and only using a couple swipes and then I have to throw it away, that's just wasting money, and it really irritates me to waste money. So I thought I would try these files out to see how long the 100 grit would last and the 180 grit would last. If they only last for one service, then great. Peel them off and put a new file on for the next client. And the metal piece inside can be sanitized and disinfected. So I'm trying to find ways to save some money. Next, I'm going to go in with a silicone thin base. I don't really need to do this step because I'm not doing a fill, but just in case that there is some natural nail showing towards the cuticle, I want to have a protective layer there and not just put a gel polish on top of that, because I do kind of want these to last more than a few days. And then I will cure for 1 minute. And after a full cure, I'm going in with Ugly Ducklings number 250. This is my new favorite for a sheer pink. When you're doing any kind of French design, my go-to was number 131, and I will alternate between the two. I love 250. It's just a little bit deeper, a little bit rosier, but still the same, I want to say, lightness. It's a very pretty color, and I find that I reach for this color the most. Next, I'm going to go in with number 278. This is from the Sorbet Collection that just came out from Ugly Duckling. And I am going to put a thin layer on my accent finger. And then I'm going to cure the whole hand for a full minute and go back in and put a second layer on all 5 nails. Now I'm going in with Magic's 2-in-1 clear builder. I'm putting a thin layer over top of 278. I would recommend sticking within the brand, but I am out of the Build-A-Base, the clear Build-A-Base, so I had to make do. And here I am just placing some butterfly glitter and dots into the uncured gel, and I love how this looks. Now, I did do a little tutorial on how to do this when the Sorbet collection came out, but I wanted to try it on my nail to see if it looked just as good as it did on a nail tip. The glitter I got from Glitter Boutique Canada, and I think it's called Ocean Breeze. I got this quite a while ago, so I'm not too sure if these iridescent butterflies are still available or not. So after I place all the glitter where I want it, I will cure for a full minute, and then I'm going back in and putting, I guess I'm encapsulating the glitter. I was going to say slip layer. I am doing a slip layer. And then just, well, you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to tip my hand upside down, let gravity do what it's supposed to do, and there's very little filing you have to do. After a quick file and wipe off the dust, I'm going back in with 278, this really nice sheer blue color, and then curing for 1 minute. Now I am going to take 279 Celestial from Magic Gel, and I'm going to do the rest of my fingers a French. So I'm going to just let you watch this, because French is hard enough as it is, unless you're doing a tip and you can just twist that tip around so you can get a nice deep smile line. Doing it on yourself and with a camera in front of you, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking doing a watch me work with a French design. After I get my French design on my nails, I am going to cure for 1 minute and go in and do a second layer, and then cure for another minute. Now I'm going in with Tackless Hypershine from Magic Gel and just putting that on my nails, but I'm going to show you a little trick. What I'm going to do is cure this for 1 minute, then I'm going to buff the nail, because anytime you do a painted French, there's a little ridge where the smile line is, and that drives me insane. So I like to put a top coat on, cure it, buff it out, and then put another layer of top coat on, and you get a nice smooth look. So before we put the final top coat on, I'm going in with Schtick It, and I'm going to put some Swarovski crystals on my accent finger just to spice it up a little. I thought that these nails were a little plain, but you need some bling, especially if I have to rock these shorter nails for the next few days, week or so, until I get my taxes done. Thankfully, I know a really good nail tech that will take these nails off and make them as long as I want them, whenever I want. Then after I cure the top coat for a full minute, I wait about 30 seconds before I put the cuticle oil on. Yes, and don't forget the other side of your nails as well with cuticle oil. Rub that in, and I'm going in with my new favorite bit. Oh, I wished I could remember the name of this bit. It's from Erica's ATA. This is I think it's a extra fine ball bit, and it massages the cuticle oil in and sloughs off any dead skin that's on the surface of the skin. And I don't know, while I was doing this voiceover, I was noticing how dehydrated my sidewalls were, and they were driving me nuts. And there's the finished look. A French manicure with some butterflies in a sheer periwinkle color. I think this is really pretty for springtime. And I will let you in on a little secret. I did my right hand first, obviously, but I think I did it 3 times before I was satisfied with how it looked. At first I did some chrome, and I thought I would do a color fade with chrome. I didn't like how that looked, so I filed it all off, and yeah, and then we ended up with just a nice French with a Tiffany blue tip. I was actually going to try and do a really short nail, kind of have a rounded square, or I guess a squivel shape with a skinny French, and I thought, yeah, I'll be taking those nails off before they're even done. So this is a happy medium, a good compromise. So all the products that I used in this video, I will list in the description box below. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer as quickly as I can, and I think that is it for this video. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye, guys.